Photographers are like balls of yarn. They serve no actual purpose in society. Kittens scratch them when they walk by. They're fluffy in the belly region. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna help them. I will help 10 right now, actually.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the Fuji XH2s. I almost forgot I had this camera. I've been using solely the Fuji XT4 for a long time now. Vlogging, in here, everything. That's been my go-to. Since getting this Zeiss lens, the XH2s has caused me to fall in love again with the XT4. It's not like this isn't better, it's just, is it $3,300 better? No. So I've been debating getting a Canon C100 Mark II. I found a deal, $1,700. That was pretty good Canadian. But then I just got an offer from our good old buddy Ian Corzine. He said, do you want the EOS R for free? And I'm debating even accepting it. He's given me way too much. Oh, so many things. I shouldn't be that greedy, but that would be fun. You buy a little lens for that, and we have some more comparisons to do. I might, and probably will, have already accepted it. Thank you so much, Ian Corzine, everybody's favorite YouTube blogger. Was that your question? It wasn't. So this guy wants to shoot 30+ minute walking videos behind the camera. So like one of those walk through town videos, it's a thing apparently. People just walk around and it's like, wow, this is cool. I would like you to add some commentary or something. I've seen these videos, but whatever. Stabes most important, image quality second, small size third. He went on to say way too many things. I'm not gonna read them all. Listen, buddy, you can't walk with any mirrorless, even a Panasonic. You need a gimbal or you go action cam, either GoPro 10 or DJI Pocket 2. Those are the two options that people in this freak genre actually go for. Usually it's the Pocket 2, I think, because you're just fisting it. Little things sticking out. No one can really see it. So you're just like, yes, I was filming it. I would go for that probably, because that's your form factor. I don't like the gimbal form factor, but it's perfect for you. DJI Pocket 2 through my affiliate links. Fuji XH2s or Sony A7IV. I have a ZV-E10 now and want to upgrade. I'm a hybrid shooter. I change my mind a lot, like way too often for our own good. So like one day I'll be like, Fuji color is so much better than Sony. Oh, they suck. And then I'll see the Sony again. I'm like, oh, full frame magic. Wow, these colors aren't so bad. Oh, that autofocus. It's a toss up. At this point, I haven't seen the A7IV's new color science. If it's somehow like Canon-like, I might lean that, but if not, then I would rather perform with Fuji. I do like Fuji, I prefer it. I love this camera. Selling it is the dumbest thing. If I was a millionaire, I would keep it just as a side thing. But it's worse than the XT4 in a lot of ways. Stabe, 240p, there's others. So I like Fuji better. A7IV is gonna be better for most people though, I think, if you can put up with puke yellows in your greens. Best way to sell gear in Canada? I always use Kijiji.ca. You sign up, it's free, nobody takes a cut. People selling things on eBay, it's like, don't they take a cut? Are you dumb? And then things go weird, we're like, oh, I never got it. Oh, I want a refund. It's like, I sent him that item. Too much drama. Whereas this, you just meet the guy, there's a small chance he will kill you and rob you, but most, like, there's high ratings. And oh, he has 24 ratings. That means 24 people have survived his transactions. I like those odds. So you see a guy selling like, oh wow, Canon R5 for $1,600. How come you have a 2-star rating out of 5? That's not great. I trust you though, like you don't trust them. So I have like 30 5-star reviews or something because I'm nice and quick and usually I give a good deal. Not always though. Should I buy Fuji XT4 or Canon R7 for video? I haven't tried the R7 yet, so it might be absolute trash, but I feel like it's going to be more polished. Better IBIS, better autofocus. But Fuji has 240 frames per second, where Canon doesn't. XT4, the 4K 60p is very good. and slightly cropped. Canon's a much bigger crop. Fuji has the better lenses, not always for video, they're quirky and jerky, and they yell, but they're good, they're designed for APS-C. Canon right now, they don't have anything really. You have to use their full frame glass, so you're spending a lot of money, a lot more weight. Is it worth it on that piece of shit sensor? I don't know. I like my X-T4, but I've never tried the R7. They have nothing for YouTube vlog length. Get real with yourself. I feel like Fuji will have more dynamic range, but I don't know. Canon has C-Log 3 in there, I think. I don't know. I lean Fuji, but you never know. I try that R7 and it's like, wow, that is amazing. Just, I need a fast prime, like an 11mm 1.8 like the Sony did for their APS-C. Then you might have something, but you don't right now. I'm a new YouTuber, need a very good camera with high resolution to record cooking videos. Give me a good choice, Canon or Sony, $5,000 budget. You never like started at the bottom and worked your way up. You're just gonna jump into the most expensive gear. You have no subs, you don't even know if you like doing YouTube. Can you deal with your first hater comment? Let me be the first one. VJ. What does that stand for? I don't want to say it. Now, I do actually run a health channel and I have cooked on it. I wouldn't say I'm a pro at doing it. You probably want an overhead setup and then one off to the side or in front of you. Like my kitchen setup is bullshit. All I can really say is I would probably choose Canon just because Canon colors are better and color is very important in food. Sony's gonna make your green salad look all yellow and burnt. So just go for a Canon, though, something simple, EOS R. You don't have to blow the budget. A little tripod setup, some lighting. EOS R, R6, if you got it. If you don't mind yellower colors, they have it. R5, if you're just, take all my money. I don't know if I want to do this even, but here, let's just try it. It's a lot of money, asshole. I'm thinking Fuji XH2s to replace my Canon, but I seem to almost equally like the Olympus OM1. Both nice stacked sensor cams. Any thoughts? I found the Olympus Animal Eye Detect to be even worse than the Fuji's. I'm just throwing that out there. When I went back to 4K 60p, it actually was pretty reliable. Not that I switched cameras. Did you notice it? Immediately, we're on the Sony A7S III. It's been a while since I used this either. It's been all X-T4 around here all the time. Fuji, I don't like this grip either. This thing sticks my hand. It hurts. Was that your question? No, it was not. There's not a lot that the Olympus does that the Fuji doesn't. I don't think I would ever choose it. Like literally ever. The only thing it does better, maybe 240 frames per second, because the Fuji Assassins got in that $240 and they pulled wires. Bad news. I feel like Olympus is pretty much like dying. I don't know that you would ever want to buy into that system right now, but they have some potential. OM1 with the 9mm Leica, you could have some stuff. That has more tonne than this Zeiss. So, it could work. I didn't like the autofocus. It was worse than the EM1 III. Maybe there's settings that I needed to do, but it's so stupid that I would have to do anything. It should be at least as good as the default. Between Fuji XH2s and Panasonic S1H, which would you choose and why? I'm curious. I already chose the Fuji XT4 over the Panasonic S1, so just leveled them up both, and of course I would choose Fuji again. It's just I like Fuji color science better, and the phase detect autofocus, that's nice, and the XH2s is much better now. You could rely on it somewhat, not always. Fuji's just the better one. But 180 frames in the S1H, probably not bad, probably not good. Not a lot of lenses. Panasonic, you feel shame as a Panasonic owner. I don't know what it is about their company that just emits shame. Most stores don't even carry their products. They're banned in a lot of places. They rip you off. Panasonic, like they're such an underdog. I like underdogs, but not when it's Panasonic. Disgusting. So Casey, do you now have a more favorable opinion of this camera, and how do you feel it compares to the Sony A7S III? I think he's talking about the Fuji XH2s. I don't know, I feel like I am less favorable towards it. I'm trying to sell it. I'm actively trying to sell it. I'm surprised that nobody wants it. I got two offers. One guy who was like, I was selling it for $3,350 as a long shot to make all my money back. And he's like, how about $3,300? I was like, okay, let's go. Never heard from him again. And I was like, you still interested? Like, not one answer ever again. Then I got another offer for like $3,000. I should probably take it, but I felt insulted due to my $3,350 price. That's a lot off. You bargain a little less than that. So yeah, like I'm trying to sell it, but not because I don't love it. It's just, it's not worth it over the XT4. I can barely see the difference at all. So it's like, why? I'd much rather have something different, like a Canon camera in here, and then it's completely different than the XT4, and then it's doing different things. I much prefer the Fuji color signs, I think, side by side with Fuji Boy earlier in the video. Same lighting, same custom white balance. I don't know, Sony just never inspires you with their colors. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to grade it. We're just in neutral, straight out of camera. It's like, I'm so sick of S-Log and changing it into Canon colors, and there's mistakes made along the way. So, I don't know. I like the XH2s. If they both burnt in a fire, I'd probably get the XH2s. No, I wouldn't. Used XT4. Did you ever try Fringer adapter with EF lenses on the XT4? I think it's worth trying. Why? Like, what do you gain by doing that? You're just using a Canon lens. They don't have any good APS-C lenses, so you're using a full frame lens with the crop. Like, this is the same dilemma I have on the Canon C100 Mark II. They have no lenses. And that's like my thing. You buy the lens first. That should be your dream goal. And then you get a camera to wield it. They have nothing. So it's like, what's the point? If I get that Canon C100, it's like, there's nothing. The Sigma 18 to 35. It's a Sigma, no 3D pop. It's disgusting. If you were talking about I think it's a Viltrox speed booster to the XT4, then you get an almost full frame Fuji. How come I haven't done that? Oh, wow. Why didn't you suggest it? Just because you gave me the idea to then look into it doesn't mean you're good. You're not a good Samaritan. Thank you so much. I'm totally going to do that. All right, last question. I'm not sure it was directed to me. I think he was just thinking out loud, but Panasonic GH6 or S5? I think I'm heading in the S5 direction for full frame, if nothing else. Cheers. I don't drink. So you take that back where it belongs. I'm thinking of getting a Panasonic GH6, whereas I'm not thinking of the S5 ever. 4K 120p. What does HD 300 frames look like? Absolute trash, we know it. That would be fun. So like we have to wait for the S5H or some shit like that for Panasonic's full frame to catch up to their Micro Four Thirds specs. Then if they do something like that, they still don't have the lenses. So I don't see the point. The L-mount alliance, they don't like each other. It doesn't work. Sigma sucks. No 3D pop. Leica's too expensive. Panasonic, shame. Just full of shame. Neither is the answer. But GH6, I wouldn't mind trying it. I'd much rather have a Black Magic for sure. But there we have it. We have learned stuff. We had a Fuji. We switched to the disgusting Sony. Why is that color like that? It doesn't look like that when I look at it. Kind of does. It is warm. There's sun bouncing off bricks, and that's a warm tungsten light. LED lights are evil. You should not have them. Sell them quickly. I saw fluttering. If it fluttered once, you're getting sold for $7,900. I'm gonna leave after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt or a Fuji Assassin t-shirt. Any shirt. Buy stuff.